If he beat Canelo, he the baddest motherfucker in the last.
Do a fight. What's the status of that?
We will see maybe next month, next 2 months. Let's see.
I know you're serious, but I've got to ask you for the people that are watching.
Of course,
Are you confident that that fight is a fight that you can win?
Well, I'm always confident that I can win any fight that I step for.
After months of back and forth and endless drama, it seems the highly anticipated showdown between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez may finally become a reality. This fight, which has sparked much debate within the boxing community, has had a tumultuous journey. Despite numerous failed attempts to make it happen last year, recent reports suggest it could finally take place. Canelo Alvarez, the reigning Mexican champion, is reportedly looking to face a worthy opponent in May to defend his 168 pounds title, with Crawford emerging as a potential contender. Prominent boxing outlet Telisa PBLA recently shared on Twitter that everything points to Canelo's first fight of 2025, likely in May or June, although his opponent remains unconfirmed. Crawford is expected to be the one to challenge Canelo, marking the superstar's return to the ring after a break. Canelo is keen to defend his titles and secure a lucrative matchup that promises high pay-per-view buys. Regarding the potential bout with Crawford, Canelo was characteristically laid back. Although he has been hesitant about pursuing such a fight, given Crawford's weight class being almost 2 divisions lower, he indicated that he would consider it if the right offer came through. Canelo remarked, "I'm in. Why not? He's a great fighter, but in my weight class, it's an easy fight, easy money." This shift in Canelo's stance has surprised many in the boxing world, especially considering he had dismissed the idea of facing Crawford just a few months ago. Terence Crawford, who has long been vocal about wanting this fight, also seems eager, sharing his thoughts during a recent interview. While no formal offers have been made, Crawford expressed his readiness for the fight, stating that he is determined to prove he is the true generational great of this era.
We shall see, who knows?
That smile's telling me something else, bro. I think it might be on the line, no?
I'm just saying, man, we can't say it's not gonna happen, we can't say that it is. So, let's all just wait and see. Of course.
I know you're serious, but I've got to ask you for the people that are watching.
Of course.
Are you confident that that fight is a fight that you can win?
Well, I'm always confident that I can win any.
Terence Crawford also opened up about his motivations for relentlessly pursuing a fight with Canelo Alvarez. He admitted that, while he doesn't have a particular admiration for Canelo as a fighter, he recognizes the immense glory that such a match would bring. Crawford explained that, despite his personal feelings, this bout represents a crucial opportunity to solidify his legacy. Having already achieved so much in the sport of boxing, facing off against a major contender in the 168 pounds division would provide Crawford with the chance to elevate himself. By defeating a fighter who is widely regarded as one of the greatest in the sport, he would position himself as the undisputed best in this division, securing his place in boxing history.
Say I'm chasing Canelo, I think that's a broad statement. I just want the opportunity, to fight the best fighter in my generation that's out there. He's the most accomplished fighter in today's sports of boxing, other than myself. And I would just like to, fight another great. That's it. That's all. If the fight, happens, I think it'll be the biggest fight in the sport of boxing today. Canelo is a big, strong competitor. He's a great fighter. He's a future Hall of Famer, and that's what we in the game for, is to leave a legacy that will last, surpass our lifetime.
Giving insight into how he envisions his fight with Canelo unfolding, Terence Crawford expressed that the claims about him being the weaker, easier fighter due to his smaller size are absurd and not new. He firmly believes these assertions are misplaced and insists that he will emerge victorious in the highly anticipated bout. Crawford emphasized his confidence, stating that on fight night, he will dominate Canelo, no matter the challenges or obstacles he faces along the way leading to the fight of his dreams. He is determined to prove his doubters wrong and show that size isn't everything in the ring.
I ain't gonna break it down to you. Strategy is leaving with my hand. you know, rows and everybody mouth dropping. That's how I can, you know, sums it up in a little bit of your answer right there. I'm the type of fighter that I make adjustments on the fly. So along my whole career, I do what's necessary to get the job done and secure a victory. And I feel like in the Canelo fight, I would do everything within my will and my power to do the same.
While the Canelo Alvarez fight remains Terence Crawford's top priority, he has not completely ruled out other potential matchups in the 154 pounds division. Crawford acknowledged that after the remarkable events of last year in boxing, a number of exciting fighters have caught his attention. He made it clear that if his primary ambitions do not come to fruition, he is prepared to shift his focus and target the best fighters in this division. Regardless of what happens, Crawford is not ready to walk away from boxing yet, as he still has much to contribute to the sport. In the interview, he also expressed openness to the idea of fighting in exotic locations like Saudi Arabia, hoping to generate as much hype and excitement as possible for any future bouts.
It's out there at 154, you know, that interests me. You know, like I said, the future is bright. The sport is going in the right direction. So we shall see where Terence Crawford leads. Who knows? You know, like I said, you know, we got to weigh our options and see what makes sense for Terence Crawford in his career.
Meanwhile, closely following the remarkable journey Terence Crawford has undertaken throughout his career, renowned coach and trainer Greg Hackett highlights the incredible resilience and growth of the fighter. After thoroughly analyzing Crawford's career, Hackett emphasized that despite being underestimated time and time again, Crawford has consistently proven his doubters wrong. Each time he faced adversity, he emerged stronger and more determined, transforming into one of the most talented and well-rounded boxers of his era. Hackett pointed out that Crawford's ability to outclass opponents in 4 different weight classes is an unprecedented achievement in modern boxing, solidifying his legacy as one of the sport's true greats.
Steps up, a lot of guys were supposed to beat him. A lot of guys were supposed to be too big for him, too fast, too strong. This one supposed to be too experienced, and he beat him all. All right, well now look at getting bold. Let's go. People don't get it. He was being counted out like a long time ago. He kept winning.
Regarding the persistent undermining that Terence Crawford continues to face, Greg Hackett pointed out that throughout Crawford's career, he was rarely seen as the fan favorite before any of his fights. This was especially evident in his recent bouts against Errol Spence Jr. and Israel Madrimov, where many experts and boxing enthusiasts predicted Crawford would suffer a devastating loss. However, each time, Crawford defied the odds, proving his doubters wrong and winning in dominant fashion. Hackett emphasized how Crawford consistently outperformed expectations, defying the fate others tried to impose on him and writing a far more remarkable and successful story in the process.
Clashes and it's like a lot of times I was there, people was doubting him. They doubted him against Spence. They doubted him against Madrimov. Some people say he was too small. I heard him. When he fought Victor Postal, he's too small. When he fought Gamboa, he ain't know enough.
Greg Hackett further elaborated on his perspective by reflecting on Terence Crawford's incredible achievements in such a short period, all while maintaining an undefeated record. He acknowledged the presence of other prominent fighters, like Gervonta Davis, who have their own unique styles and strengths. However, Hackett emphasized that when it comes to Crawford, everyone else seems to fade in comparison. He pointed out that Crawford possesses not only an immaculate skill set and extraordinary boxing IQ, but also a relentless tenacity to keep pushing forward, no matter the challenges. This combination of attributes, according to Hackett, undoubtedly makes Crawford the #1 pound-for-pound fighter of this era.
Saying Bud punching on shit at 35, 40, 47, and just won a belt at 54. All right, so you champion at 35, undisputed at 40 and 47, right? And then won another belt at 54. All right, so still undefeated. Fighting him. No, take a beast, but pound for pound, I think Bud. I give it Bud. So you saying Bud #1?